Who is that? You're right. Rodriguez and Lipsky.
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams, Chair
Yes.
Romano.
Yes.
The first order of business, I have a laudatory L1. Recognizing the month of April as Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month in the County of Hudson. Whereas on April 9th, 2018, Governor Philip D. Murphy signed AJR-93 SJR 218 by the Senate and General Assembly of the State of New Jersey, designing the month of April of each year as Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month. And whereas the County of Hudson Board of County Commissioners is proud to recognize and commemorate the monumental achievements of the Sikh community and desires to recognize the month of April of each year as Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month. Whereas Sikhism is the world's fifth largest religion with nearly 30 million followers, including roughly 500,000 in the United States. And whereas Sikhism originating in Punjab, India in the 15th century teaches its followers to practice the universal principles of truthful living, service to humanity, and devotion to God, believing that every human being, regardless of race, gender, or creed, is equal in the eyes of God. Sikhism is credited as a pioneer of social justice, with female participation in religious ceremonies being widely encouraged. Whereas the Sikh community began arriving in the United States in the late 1800s, making invaluable contributions to the growth and prosperity of our community while enriching America's culture, history, economy, and diversity, including former New Jersey's General Jubbar S. Gural and Hoboken Mayor Ravindra Bahala. And whereas the religious emphasis on loving service to humanity inspires practicing members of the Sikh community to engage in lasting social contributions, such as providing free food to the less fortunate through the annual Let's Share a Meal event in Jersey City, and Akak Nayam Shahi Gurudwara, a place of communal service that provides community activities and events in Jersey City. And whereas the Sikh community commonly experiences discrimination, with Sikh children experiencing school bullying and enduring some of physical or verbal abuse while at school. These attacks are rooted in anti-Sikh hate and have seen an increase in recent years, with many people erroneously associating Sikhs' uncut beards and traditional turbans with religious radical groups. Whereas this is a need for public education and discourse to promote awareness of the invaluable contributions of the Sikh community to combat religious discrimination and bigotry in our society. And whereas through its efforts, the Sikh community provides 20,000 meals to 39 homeless shelters across the tri-state area. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners that, in conjunction with the County Executive Craig Guy, this board hereby proclaims that the month of April of each year shall be designated as Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month in the County of Hudson and the State of New Jersey. I need a sponsor and a second.
Board as a whole.
Board as a whole. We did the board as a whole.
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
And I just want to always thank Arjuman for all the great work she does, putting these events together each and every year.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Lach Vidahayan. Small. Yes. And again, also echoing that with Arjumando.
Guys, speaking to the mic.
Oh, sorry. Lach Vidahayan to this great Sikh community. And again, to Arjuman, thank you. I'd probably vote yes. Right.
Are you going to plan for a picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speak first.
She's
What?
gonna
You wanna
speak
speak
first?
first? Go ahead,
Okay.
Arjuman.
Good evening, esteemed Hudson County Executive Craig Guy, honored commissioners, including Anthony Romano, Commissioner Villode, Commissioner Iraida Pontelivsky, Commissioner Kenneth Lopez, Commissioner Robert Beslice, and also our commissioners. I am Dr. Arjuman Jveria, a passionate pharmacist and community activist, currently serving as an aide to Council Member, WATSI Council Member Tom Zupa in community relations. It is with immense pride that I stand you before today, having been recognized with various honors, including Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award from former President Joe Biden, the Daily Point of Light Award founded by our former President George H.W. Bush, New Jersey Governor's Medallion Award from Governor Phil Murphy, Women of Action Award from Jersey City Mayor and Council, and recently honored a doctorate in philosophy in faith and public service, in addition to over 28 accolades, local, state, national, and international. Today, we came together to celebrate the third annual Sikh Heritage here in Hudson County. This occasion is a wonderful opportunity to reflect on the profound contributions of the Sikh community and the shared values that bind us all. As we embark on this journey, we not only honor Sikh heritage, but also recognize the enduring spirit and vital contributions of the Sikh community that enhances our diverse landscape. Sikh Heritage Month serves as a crucial platform for exploring the rich tapestry, culture, and traditions of Sikhism. It invites us to delve into the teachings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and the other Sikh gurus, whose messages of equality, service, and compassion continue to inspire us today. The importance of this month cannot be overstated. It encourages us to expand our understanding of Sikhism, a faith rooted in inclusivity, respect, and tolerance. By dedicating this time to honor Sikh heritage, we celebrate the achievements of the Sikh community while deepening our appreciation for their values and the positive influences they bring to our society. Hudson County, with its vibrant diversity, is the perfect backdrop for Sikh Heritage Month. Our community has always thrived on the strength found in our differences. By recognizing Sikh heritage, we reaffirm our commitment to unity and mutual respect. Sikh Americans have made significant strides across various sectors, contributing immensely to the resilience and strength of our community. This month provides a unique opportunity to highlight the inspiring stories of Sikh Americans, celebrating their dedication and commitment to service. It is time for us to unite, learn from each other, and appreciate the rich tapestry of Sikh culture that enhances our collective identity. In the spirit of this, I encourage each of you to embody the fundamental values of Sikhism, embracing equality, justice, and community service. Let us honor the Sikh community by recognizing their invaluable contributions and fostering a culture of respect and solidarity among all residents of Hudson County. As we gather, I'm excited to invite everyone to the community meal events we do like twice in a year, every April as well as in November, where with Omkar Singh Ji is the founder of that Let's Share a Meal event, and we prepare almost over 20,000 meals and distribute to almost 39 shelters across tri-states. In closing, I express my heartfelt gratitude to Hudson County Executive Craig Guy, Commissioner Billode, who is, when I approached him with my initiative, he immediately said, yes, we can go ahead with this. So I have been doing a lot of events across Hudson County, especially in Jersey City. And special thanks to our Commissioner and Chairman, Anthony Romano, Raida Pontelivsky, and also other commissioners for your valuable support. And today, let us make this month a true celebration of learning and unity, inspiring future generations to hold these cherished values close to their hearts. Thank you all for joining us today. And as we continue to grow together in the spirit of Wahed Guruji Ka Khalsa, Wahed Guruji Ki Fateh. Thank you.
Whoever wants to come up from the Sikh community for a photo with the commissioners. She's got the tacones on today. Not you. La loca está aquí.
Calendar with you next time. Guys are wearing them off.
Let's line up over here in front of the emblem.
We welcome Councilman
Bill, we
Zupa
wanna be
into the chambers also.
Yeah.
Some on this side, some on this side.
President, we gotta try to get you in a camera shot.
Nice looking man.
No, he always forgets.
Very nice looking man.
All people in the back.
Who is he?
That's my son. You want me to introduce him to you? No.
Oh, you have a
All right,
camera?
step back, step back, step back. Let me do mine. Step back.
Your son up front.
To you. Stage mom.
Yeah, no. Oh, you can't see this little boy.
Annie, middle little.
I'm in front.
Put him in the front. Hold on, Pat. Hold on. You go up front. Go up front. So you can be seen. Yeah,
All right, young guy, get over here. Don't block anybody, just get in the picture. There you go.
thank you.
Take
Yeah.
it.
Fourth again. A little tighter, guys. Got you.
Biggest.
I just wait.
They want these little shots.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm.
Go again.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Squeezing. Stand back there.
You should be up front.
Yeah.
Yes.
Photo moment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We should be. in front. Wait till you should photobomb in the back.
Ay, ¿qué está bien? No te apures. Eso no va a servir de nada.
Oh, they like Penny.
Okay, Madam Clerk.
Chairman, would you like to recess for a moment to allow the folks to? leave
No, I think they're gonna
chambers?
stick around to do photos later.
Okay.
okay.
The ones, the honorees.
I'm turning it over to the administration.
Before we start, with a request, Commissioner Rodriguez, we're going to be removing, item number 26 on the agenda.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to, pull number 27.
Into the mic.
That better? Yes.
To pull
Yeah, I'll
item
fix all.
26 from our agenda until possibly next meeting, by request of Mayor Turner, Mayor Weehawken.
Is
Okay.
there a second?
Second by Lipsky.
Thank you.
Commissioner,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Commissioner Pontilivski? Commissioner Basleys?
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno?
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli? Commissioner Lopez? Commissioner O'Day?
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez?
Yes.
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Romano?
Yes. Now also, item number 17, we're going to be tabled.
Table?
Pull it. If you pull one, you pull it. We don't have. a
Yeah, go.
separate agenda.
Yeah,
I'm
table.
gonna make a motion to pull 17 off the agenda.
I'll second it.
Second. Commissioner Pontilivski. Commissioner Basleys.
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno.
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli. Commissioner Lopez. Commissioner O'Day.
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez.
Yes.
Commissioner Williams.
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes, also, we have the support of County Executive Craig Guy with that, on both
I
items.
On both of them?
Yes.
Appreciate the county execs, working with us on those items.
Okay, Madam Clerk, continue.
I turn it over to administration.
Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, I have one item for the board's consideration.
Go ahead.
We would like to amend a resolution that awarded a contract to West Publishing to add an additional subscription for the law department in the amount of $35,000.
Would that be number 27?
Yes.
What is
Sec,
that for?
yeah, what is that, just for the benefit, Alberico?
35,000.
Over the course of the the contract term. Basically, as this is an add-on feature to comply with the American Bar Association for use of artificial intelligence. So basically, this is a feature that many lawyers are now using in Westlaw, where it allows AI to do document summaries. Let's say you get $30,000 of 30,000 documents of discovery. It allows summarizing. It allows an even higher level of case law research. So basically, it's a feature that it's called co-counsel, and it's Westlaw's AI feature.
It goes over the course of the contract, as you said, which is how many years?
Yeah, it goes to June 30th, 2027.
Addition.
Okay.
So
Everybody?
basically, maybe someday we won't need you here. They'll just have an AI. We'll ask a question and AI will give you the answer. Is that? That's the
I
direction?
guess I would have less questions to answer from here on the board, but no, this is basically firms are latching on to these features because it does help in facilitating even more efficient research, even more efficient document summaries and things of that nature. Take, for instance, it also allows it also allows templates to be generated. So it just helps in the efficiency of the practice of law and research.
Wow.
You don't need Billy
I think
anymore.
it's staff, well, ultimately, they'll probably reduce staff, right? No, I'm not even joking. At some point in time, right? Wouldn't you think if that's doing work that you currently have staff to do?
I don't know if that reduces staff.
No.
I just think it makes it more efficient in looking and in doing research and stuff like that. That doesn't reduce staff.
Instead of having 2-3 weeks or 40 to 50 hours of staff looking at things like that, now with that, it actually makes things happen much quicker. The review is quicker. The analysis, the production of documents, the research. It's just better ways of research. It's through Westlaw. It's approved by the American Bar Association, and it's very important to comply with those rules and regulations.
So like AI would have known that it was improper for the Hudson County prosecutor to review an Oprah determination?
I have no idea what.
Yeah, I mean.
It's not ChatGPT. It's approved by the American Bar Association.
Because this memo refers that a member of the board requested it, and the member of the board requested it upon direction of county council.
That's completely different than what Westlaw's AI feature is. I have no idea what that has to do with that.
Correct the memo, because you were in the meeting. My request was the result of what I was advised. It wasn't like I tried to play attorney. Never would I attempt to play attorney, right, Mr. Administrator?
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
I need a sponsor and a second.
Sponsor.
Second. Get it over with.
Commissioner Pontilivski.
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys.
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno.
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli. Commissioner Lopez. Commissioner O'Day.
I'm going to abstain. Abstain.
You abstained?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not convinced of all this AI.
That's it.
okay.
Keep going.
Next thing they'll try to replace Abe Anton, and to be honest with you, no one could ever replace the institutional knowledge that that gentleman
Oh,
had.
gee. Okay.
Thank you.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
According to the policy set by the Board of County
Me.
Commission,
Yes, go.
Excuse me,
oh,
Madam-
go ahead.
More, one
Go
more.
ahead.
Yeah, the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't have an additional resolution, but there was a follow-up that you requested for item number 10, which is the Board of Elections. Mr. Harper is here.
Yeah, I just received that document.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay,
thank-
okay,
thank
fine.
you, Mr. Mayor.
I wasn't aware of that, Commissioner. Okay, then we're good.
We're good?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Go ahead.
According to the Board of County Commissioner, members of the public are asked to limit their comments to 5 minutes when discussing agenda items and 3 minutes at the conclusion of the meeting for persons who submitted a written request to discuss matters of public interest. At this time, the public may address the board on any item on the agenda only. Please keep your comments limited to the 5 minutes. And are there any speakers on the agenda items only?
All right, hello, Commissioners. Courtney Walker, resident of Jersey City. Before beginning my comments, I just have a few clarifying questions on some of the last minute items that were rapid fire up here. First, on item number 26, can you please clarify exactly what happened? Like, is it fully removed? Is it going to be added on in a future?
At this time, it's not on the agenda. I can't speak for the future.
Courtney, nothing,
Okay.
nothing prevents the administration at any meeting to put an item on that was pulled.
Okay, cool. And then, second, on the AI contract, is that an item on the agenda right now then?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
excellent. Okay. So, first item, number 5, the finance and administration resolution, adding more funds to the food pantry program. Fully support adding more funding. Food insecurity is something many, many people in Hudson County struggle with. My only request is that Hudson County be better about providing a list of those providers to the public of how they can access those services, who those people are, when they do distributions. I know there was very recently, as of like a few hours ago, a countywide resources list that was sent around on email. I'm asking dates, times, who can access these programs. Like, don't just pump the ball. Like, tell me, how can people get this food?
So Courtney, on that, I would ask, because that serves all of us here,
Mhm.
like I would ask Mr. Administrator by the next meeting, have staff, task someone in staff to get that for us.
Yeah.
Director Toon is the one that coordinates that from Human Services. So
Yep.
yes,
Okay.
See her after
Okay.
the meeting.
Excellent. And the second point I just want to make really quickly about AI. I work in technology. I work for a technology company, so AI is really taking us by storm. I just want to really caution this board on the implementation of AI. I think it has enormous benefits in terms of productivity, reviewing documents, et cetera. AI is often wrong. And so sometimes it'll spit things out. It's very verbose. It's very wordy. The number of work items I have to review now has substantially gone up because other people's output has gone up. So it's put a lot of pressure on myself and my team. For example, our reviews went from like 50 to 70 a month to last month it was like almost over 300. So like I just need to caution you all that with adopting this technology, we need to be very cautious about how we're sharing this data as well, because these companies keep this data, they store this data, and they train their models with it. Technology companies, the most valuable thing to them is our data and to have us hooked on their product. The company I work for, we measure clicks on our website, in the checkout funnel. How can we do little tweaks to convert somebody to get a subscription? Like, we're literally, we care about our product, but we care about our product so it's good enough to keep people paying us. That's what these AI companies are
Right.
doing. They just want to hook you on it so that way you have to use it. So I just very much want to caution this board, be careful how you're sharing your data, how you're reviewing the output of this AI, and also how it's impacting make it enhance county services, not take away, because New Jersey, we know we're incredibly understaffed as a state. We have not raised our budget with inflation for a very, very long time. Oh, I feel it as a constituent of New Jersey public government. I grew up in New York State. The services I got in New York State were much better, quite frankly. And it's quite a shame that New Jersey isn't offering that same caliber when we're right across the river. So like we need to be making sure that this is enhancing and also not replacing any human input, and just really not overburdening the staff as well. And we need to be extremely cautious how we share this data. We can't train these models with our public data. And frankly, our public data is too good for them to use as input for their programs. So thank you.
Next speaker.
What number is that? 27?
Which one?
Hey, what number is the West Public?
No, that's number,
Okay.
that's 127.
All right.
27.
27.
I went from abstain to no.
Hi, good afternoon. Mark Bloomberg from West New York. I just wanted to thank the commissioners for taking item 26 off of the agenda. I appreciate you carrying it forward from the last meeting, and I appreciate that you've taken it off at this point. I am speaking today as a member of Estamos Unidos. Just to remind the commissioners, we are a network of neighbors that are committed to protecting, empowering, and supporting one another, especially in moments of crisis, through mutual aid, rapid response, and solidarity. A lot of you are familiar with a lot of the work that we're doing with regards to immigration and ICE. I just also wanted to mention that earlier
What number are you speaking about? This is on agenda.
I'm speaking about 26. I'm just
Well,
giving some
26 is off
context.
the agenda now.
Okay,
So
but
That's it.
I'd still like to speak.
do it at the end, at the other speaking. This is about items that are on the agenda
Okay,
right now.
I and a number of other people came down here today because it was on
Well,
the
it's not on the
agenda.
agenda, so you have to speak.
They haven't
at
all
the end.
necessarily signed up
No, I would-
to
Well,
speak.
so Mark, I would say that in fairness, anyone who was here to speak on that should be allowed to speak at the end, because you're right.
Well,
Like,
you
don't
didn't
give us
sign
an
up. I
item.
disagree. That's board policy that you have to sign up in the proper time frame.
I would have signed up if the item wasn't on the agenda. Come on, then you can stop people from speaking.
Are we going to get 5 minutes or 3 minutes?
You get 3 at the end.
Okay, okay. Do you
That's
understand the situation I'm
Just speak,
describing?
please speak on agenda items. That's what this time frame is for. After the meeting.
Right,
That's
which
what we
as of
speak on.
3:59 or 4:29 PM today, it was on the
But it's not
agenda.
on the agenda. We voted on the agenda. It's not an agenda item, so therefore you don't speak on an item that's not on the agenda. Am I correct, Counselor?
Correct.
Okay, so, but everyone will be allowed to speak whether they're on.
Those that are signed up at the end, yes, that are on the list of
So-
Carol's.
so-
I'm gonna move to let anyone who was here to speak on that item. And I would do the same with 17. If they didn't sign up, I'm gonna make a motion to afford them the courtesy to speak. Otherwise, what would happen is every time there's an item on an agenda where there are people to speak on, they just pull it. And they'll pull it. And then one day when nobody's here, then they put it through, right? Let's be realistic about it.
Horrible.
You get paid enough money to stay here an extra half hour or 45 minutes.
That's not true.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next speaker, please.
Hi, I don't know what the agenda number is, what y'all were talking about, but I wanted to give my perspective on it. My name is
27.
27, thank you. My name is Anupia. I'm a software engineer. I've been living in Weehawken since 2022. Last week, I want to give a perspective as someone working in a tech company. Last week, we had a layoff where the CEO specifically cited AI as a reason for it. This is one anecdote, not in a law firm, but this is a real thing that's happening that I've seen happen to my own coworkers. So I echo what Courtney said, please exercise caution when it comes to AI. It's affecting real lives and people's livelihoods are being destroyed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next speaker, please.
Hi, my name is Lily Hecht. I'm a Jersey City resident, and to the same agenda items, all involving AI. There are multiple other facets, I think, to consider. One is the governor sorry, I was about to say Kathy Hochul, that's the wrong governor. Our new governor, Cheryl, her priorities are affordability and child safety. Neither is served by AI. AI is profoundly environmentally detrimental. Its pollution is known to like destroy water sources. It is the next frontier of like oil and gas usage. And all my neighbors are talking about the prices of their utilities. That's AI. That is AI data centers. And so I would highly caution for the same data reasons mentioned already, which is the crunching of our public data to help the same machinery that frankly is being used to, in ICE contracts, Westlaw, Thomson Reuters, it has a huge ICE contract and helps with them with surveillance. This is all interconnected. And the more data we give them, the stronger they get before we know how to even regulate them. And so I would ask for affordability reasons, for like safety reasons, like clean air, clean water, to please refrain from extraneous AI use. And in the bus stops and in NJ Transit specifically, I think it behooves us to think about the discriminatory aspects of AI. It is profoundly and very notoriously discriminatory. There was a mom who at 8.5 months pregnant was arrested for hijacking a car because the AI identified her. I forget what state this happened in, but it identified her as the person because it doesn't know how to identify especially Black faces. And so she was not in critical condition. She had a heightened state of emergency vis-a-vis her baby, her fetus, while incarcerated. Luckily, she was a nurse, so she was in a high danger pregnancy. And so the point is, let's please not use AI before we know how to use it, because among other things, it could subject people to liability for a bunch of things you don't want liability for. And also AI hallucinates. I'm an attorney. Don't trust AI. It's not ready for you yet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Hello, I'm Vincenzo Paulino Badia from North Bergen. I also am here with Estamos Unidos as a cybersecurity professional for over a decade. I do want to repeat some things, but not take up too much time of some of my colleagues that spoke before me. First and foremost, the biggest danger that I see to privacy and data is that there is case law currently that does not navigate what is considered public and private data. So these third-party vendors, they're private companies.
Excuse me, so
Yes.
you're talking about 27?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. I'm talking about AI in general. Yes. So these private companies house their data on their equipment. That's private data. They can do what they want with it. They can sell it if they like. License plates are visible. That's public data. So right now, the issue is that private companies can circumvent the law by sharing the public data, which is the license plates.
Excuse me, we're not talking, you're talking on 27.
Right, but this is
Nothing to do with
AI.
license.
This is AI, and this is just one facet of it. I will end my sentence and move on. The other point is the previous resident also mentioned the learned systematic racism, misogyny, and other biases that are proven time and time again that AI is learning from our history, and our history is not pretty, especially here in the US. That's data. History books, things about massacres, all that is data that AI is using to learn how we operate as a society. And it's learning those things, and non-whites are targeted sevenfold more than they would be in real life. I apologize here. And then lastly, this is more than just about ICE accessing this data and immigration. This is public safety. Please note that these cameras can track.
Excuse me, we're not on the cameras.
I know, but this is still AI. You need to understand that the system and the AI are two separate entities. I'm speaking solely of what AI functions.
And
Please know that this AI system knows how to track, pan, and zoom to the point where you can see what someone's doing on their phone after they take a break from rollerblading in a park. It's publicized, there's a video about it, and these systems are extremely hackable. There have been over 5,000 cameras that are just open for anybody to look at, stalk individuals, potentially cause harm. Thank you.
Thank you. Alberico, just for the benefit of everyone, there's going to be, your staff will be on top of how AI is used, correct?
Well,
everything that's mentioned has nothing to do with what Westlaw's AI is. Let's say we the law department, we defend the county when there's lawsuits, right? So let's say somebody claims that they had a slip and fall outside of this building. They send us 10,000 pages of their doctor's notes to prosecute their case. This is only AI related to helping in legal matters, nothing else. And it's not going to be used to replace any employees. It's actually going to facilitate how quickly we can respond to matters. It's limited AI through Westlaw, and Westlaw has to comply with the American Bar Association. This is only being used for our legal matters.
Thank you.
Where does it end? This is the beginning, and when does it end? If you're ever representing me in a case, I don't want you relying on AI going through all the case law and all the documents to decide what to represent or not represent me in court. That's just my personal opinion. This is legal. These are legal documents that you're going to review, and you're going to be subject to AI's thoughts and interpretation on it. I personally just have a problem with that. Just me.
As a reminder, 17 and 26 have been pulled off the agenda. 27 is on the agenda. So I'd like a motion to approve all the items on the consent agenda.
Second.
Rodriguez and Cedeno.
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
No on 27 and I on the rest.
okay, Commissioner Rodriguez, Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
We have no ordinances for introduction and none for second reading. That concludes the items of the business on today's agenda. Are there any comments from the commissioners on the business of the board?
Commissioners, Bill?
Yeah, I just want to ask the chairman if we can set up a committee on the issue of the helicopters
I think there is.
in Kearney. Do we have a committee of the
I
board?
thought there was one.
If there is, I'd ask that we meet because the problem hasn't gotten any better. In my opinion, it's as bad, if not worse. I've seen advertisers, I think it's from, is it New York, something, NY Lawn, and they promote tourist trips from Kearney. And that was, we've been told that's not what that's supposed to be doing. So
I think that,
Last time I heard, Commissioner, I was in the court. That was the last time I heard about
and
it.
it's in municipal court in Kearney, and I'll be straight up with
Hearing
you.
of court.
I respect everything that the city and the mayor's doing there, but I think it comes a point that we should be in court because it's a public nuisance. And as somebody from Jersey City who is affected by it, and I think every district in area of
Yeah,
Jersey City
Hoboken.
is affected by it, like, we should be pursuing a public nuisance complaint against the company, against the operators, whoever we need to pursue it against.
I think Alberico.
Yeah,
But also, I know the county executive was speaking to.
That's right.
One of the, so we can maybe form a joint. Go ahead.
The county executive has been spearheading this with obviously Mayor Doyle as well. And this is actually a litigation that is going to be starting soon in Superior Court. It's got the full collaboration of, I've been working with Kearney's municipal council, municipal attorneys, myself, the Jersey City Law Department, the Bayonne Law Department, and the Hoboken Law Department. We are preparing to file action in Superior Court. Kearney will be taking the lead, and all of those municipalities and the county will be joining in said petition.
Isn't Congressman Menendez also involved?
I believe he's,
But
yeah,
can you
absolutely.
Can you provide us a written memorandum of where you are at this point? When do you anticipate filing that action? What are the grounds, the general grounds of what you're filing? Is it?
It wouldn't be from us, Commissioner, because Kearney is taking the lead. All those other municipalities and the county will be joining in and filing briefs.
So I think that.
And we'd be talking about litigation strategy at the moment.
Right, so I think that's all good. Yet I think that the position and grounds that Kearney may have may be different than the grounds, the cities that are affected by the traffic itself. Kearney is the entity upon which the site is located. It's the area upon which they depart from, whatever zoning and other permit approvals they have, they control. and you're lucky, Mayor, for this, none of those helicopters fly over where anybody lives in Kearney. Where they fly over is
That's not
Jersey
correct.
City, Hoboken.
It's not correct.
Mayor, I'll gladly
They
talk to you
reroute-
after.
no,
I've
they
sat and
rerouted.
watched for 2 hours once, helicopters take off there and all of them head east towards New York. I've never seen them head west over the towns in Bergen County. But if I'm wrong, and some do, I would guarantee you that the vast majority of those routes are east to New York City over the Riders District, my district, Celeste District, Hoboken, but even part of, right. So all I'm saying is, I just want to make sure that everything's covered, because like Kearney's grounds could be different than the grounds of a city or Jersey City, whose grounds are the noise pollution and the nuisance effect that it has and impacts on the population. I don't want to play attorney. I just want to put on record that I want to make sure that all potential avenues to sue under are covered. And I'll defer to you to provide whatever backup you have.
Bobby, go ahead.
Albrico, can you reach out to the other municipalities? Because anybody along the Hudson River corridor are affected by it. Secaucus, they go out towards the Meadowlands to look at the stadium. They go over Secaucus also. Could you reach out to the
Peterborough.
other municipalities that aren't involved?
Sure.
So they're aware of it?
We've only been speaking with the municipalities that reached out to us, myself and the 5 other attorneys. We've been working on litigation strategy. Once Kearney's municipal attorneys have drafted their pleading, and before it's filed will be shared with the litigation group, then obviously each municipality and the county, meaning the county law department, will know what our course of action will be. So at this moment in time, there's nothing to provide, because we have to wait for the lead municipality and their attorneys to have the time to prepare their strategy, their arguments, their research. They're working with several members, constituent members, in gathering discovery. So once we have that, we will be able to now ascertain what our strategy is with the other municipalities.
Thank you.
But I will, Commissioner Basleys, I'll definitely, I don't mind calling the other attorneys.
I know the effects. I have a lot of people emailing me about the helicopter.
Strength in numbers.
By Braddock Park. And I'm sure it's happening all up and down the Hudson River and going out west. I just want to make sure that they are all aware. They might not be aware that this is happening. Just that way that everybody is aware, and if they know, they could jump on.
Gladly.
You're right, if Fanny and Bill, you'll be a committee liaison to what's going on with it, okay? Thank you. Continue, Madam Clerk.
Are there any comments from the Chief of Staff to the County Executive? Jenny here?
Patty, Jenny?
She's not here.
Mark? No. Okay.
Nothing? But this is the time for persons who submitted a timely written request to address the board on any matter of public interest. Please remember to limit your comments to 3 minutes. I do have speakers. The first one is Raymond Mitchell.
Raymond, come up.
Okay. As we know, the last, okay. Tomorrow is my father's birthday. I just wanted to have everybody just come in silence just for my dad right now for his birthday. Just want to say, thank you for everything you have done for me and, taught me in life. And, sorry I have to keep going through this. And, so that's something simple. So last week, March 30th of 2020, my father's passing at the North Bergen Harbridge nursing home. Now it's April of 2026. This is over 6 years, still continuing to find justice and find out what happened to his face. Why does he have these marks on his face? Last meeting, I spoke a little bit about the Brian Stack. Fanny, I gave you this. Anything? Did you hear anything?
So you have to speak to Hilda Rosario. She's the city clerk.
Okay.
Oprah's go through her office.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Brian Stack stated, okay, that from his mayor's office, he sent me an envelope to my name saying that he is gonna investigate back in April 3rd of 2024 to Sarah Elderman and also, this is the Murphy administration, and also Caitlin, April 3rd, 2024. Quick, June 4th, 2024, for an Oprah to find out what information that he had on the investigation. Never got anything. I got a denial letter I could show you guys right in the back. And it says, thank you, but it has no name on it. That's back at 24. He did the same thing. And he also did when I gave you that other paper for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on here, but Mr. Brian Stack said he was going to investigate. Now it's 2026. He throws me out of Trenton. He also threw me out on his previous meeting as well, saying that public comment was in the beginning. When I got there, and I got there too late. So something's going on. It's very suspicious what's happening here because I'm not getting anything. Esther Suarez said before she retired, my dad died of COVID. And now we got Wayne Mello here. And Mr. Plankin noted that Mello has tried high-profile murder cases. And I don't know what's going on with Mr. Wayne Mello. I asked him for my information with Esther Suarez and the COVID and stuff. And now I got 3 different stories. Natural death from the North Bergen Harbridge, the strangle, the torture, the picture, and also Esther Suarez with the COVID. So I'm not sure what's going on here. You know, I got to continue this. But also the letters, Ms. Caridad, that you guys said that I could, you know, resume and see my father's and I have to pay for it and stuff like that. Do you have that letter from me?
After the meeting, Carrie will explain it to you. Go ahead, Carrie.
Yes. Yes. It was a great conversation. And I told you I was in the health department. Yeah, I called the funeral home and I'm still waiting for Marco. His name is Marco. He's on 46th Street in North Bergen. I'm still waiting for him to call me back, so he never did. So that's why. And also the North Bergen Harbridge.
Okay, all right. That's
Is
enough. Let
not
Carrie
giving me my
speak.
information
Let
as well.
Carrie speak, and then that's
Okay,
it.
go ahead.
That's it.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
That would make it easier or harder to find any flush on the bond.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we went through all this.
Yes.
And then they will help you
Mhm.
sell the state and get a permit to have you exhumed.
So the state will. Now,
No back and forth, please.
okay. All right.
Speaker, next speaker.
Vincenzo Badea.
Last meeting said that you guys will all, you know, come together and state that.
And the
you know,
next
they-
speaker.
I
next
did.
speaker.
I said that we could give you
We
a
could give me a letter. Yeah.
related to requesting that the medical examiner exhume the body.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if no one else wants to sign the letter, draft it for me and I'll.
Spoke to somebody from the state. Our letter would mean nothing. He's got it. It's on you, as
Oh, but
Carrie had
at
said.
least I'm on record. I don't
Okay,
mind.
whatever
going
you
on
want to do.
record.
Oh, appreciate
Right.
it.
Next
Thank you
speaker.
so much. Okay.
Vincenzo Badea.
Go ahead.
Here, of a personal matter that is your personal matter. This is not an investigation, it's started by us.
Mm.
It's your, like I have my 3 family members. In Florida, I did that on my own, but nobody forced me to. There's no letter of introduction. You cannot just say, please take care of this person who needs to this, we cannot do that, urge anyone to do that, it's your personal motive to seek your father's demise of dollars. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
We don't wanna help you.
All right.
That's all.
it wasn't because of the pandemic.
speaker,
If it wasn't because of the
let's go. Next
pandemic, I
speaker.
would have had all that.
Speaker.
Everything was shut down, so it's
Let's
not my
go. Next
fault that I
speaker.
have
Get him
to
up.
continue this. You know, the pandemic put everybody in the hole, so, you know, the labs were closed, everything was, you know.
Mr.
Innovation.
Chairman, it's
Yes.
Vincenzo Badea.
Okay, Vincenzo. I called the state.
Thank you. This is Vincenzo Badia from North Bergen. I really said a bunch of stuff earlier with just the AI systems. I do want to talk about now the actual AI cameras that are being used to automatically read license plate readers. And while there already are some on Hudson County property, some that date as far back as post 9/11 in Secaucus, I do want to talk about how these cameras you know, caused an issue, which is why we went to the Weehawken meeting yesterday. So again, we thank you for pulling that from today's meeting. That was very swift and very much appreciated. But we do want to continue educating ourselves, yourselves, the county officials, the municipalities in Hudson County, as well as residents and the general public, that there have already been documented cases in over 5,000 cities that even where local legislation forbids local law enforcement from sharing data, ICE has somehow circumnavigated those legal loopholes to still get this data. And they've used it in raids, violating US citizens' privacy under the Constitution. And we really need to get a hold of this because it's not about what you're doing on your walk on your phone when you're out in public. It's about how the systems are being used against us. And as some of my other colleagues said, to get us addicted or caged into a system that there is no other alternative. So once again, thank you so much for hearing us out, and we hope that we continue having discussions about this.
Thank you, Vincenzo.
Thank you.
You know, and just before you have the next speaker, because I think it's germane to a lot of the discussion, and I think there'll be this one. Like, my grandson's school got a letter from the school warning parents about children using AI for their homework, for all of that stuff. So, you know, some of the things that people raise here, it's real. It's real. Why is somebody going to bother to write a paper if they can simply have AA write the paper for them? And then what's going to happen to that young man or young woman 5 years from now if they actually have to come up and address an issue on their own that AI doesn't have an answer to, or they don't have AI available to them? So, you know, I think a lot of the cautions given by people here are things that should be thought about, not just kind of, you know, brushed off.
Thank you, Commissioner. May I add an additional comment? To that regard, I want to bring up a specific point. I don't know if anyone knows the company.
At the time, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Next speaker is Mark Bloomberg.
Where's the remote?
Good evening. So regarding the ALPRs, I have one specific request. I would like to find out who from Weehawken introduced that ALPR resolution in the first place. There has to be an audit trail. We spoke to the mayor. He said he knew nothing about it. And so I don't know if he's blown smoke, but regardless, you must have a process for where these resolutions come from. And so that's my primary ask of today. In general, though, ALPRs are not going away. It is going to come back to this commission, to the commissioners in the future. And so, yeah, part of what we want to do is just continue the education process. As you noted, Commissioner Romano, I am not an expert, but I am fairly knowledgeable. I hope that you've been reading the emails I've been sending you. I was not able to answer last time, but these things are not random. The cameras are not random. They are used consistently. They take images of every single vehicle on the roads. And then as far as how they're used afterwards, So, right, it's one thing if it's a police officer in a car hitting a specific license plate. We're not talking about that. We're talking about permanently mounted cameras. So these are already in Jersey City. Between last May and this April, Jersey City conducted 593 searches of license plates across the country, over 6,000 systems, to research things like auto theft and robberies, doing investigations. So Commissioner, you are correct in how it can be used. However, the ability, conversely to that, all of those other systems across the country, as a result, are also able to conduct searches across the country without notifying Jersey City or any other municipalities. And that's the back door that we're talking about. So I know New Jersey and our county has protocols, but this circumvents it all. So thousands of those searches in the last year were specifically for, there's a comment section where you can put in what it's for, and some of them were specifically for, quote, ICE, and specifically, quote, for immigration. And these came from organizations such as the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission's Police Department, the Florida Highway Patrol, Warren County, Virginia, Houston, Texas, and thousands of others across the country. One of the Houston, Texas ones that I found, the reason given for them conducting the search, quote, obstructing justice, suspicious female filming traffic stop, and making comments about ICE. I know my time is up. Thank you for letting me go over. But the point is, systems like this are going to be misused. So let's continue this conversation. Thank you.
The next speaker is Courtney Walker.
All right. Hello, County Commissioners. My name is Courtney Walker, and I'm a resident of Jersey City. I second what everyone has said about the ALPRs, AI, et cetera. But I'd like to speak a little bit more generally today about the county's relationship with the public. I really appreciate the automated license plate reader resolution being removed from the agenda today, but the method in which it was removed was frustrating to me. I need you all to understand when the public shows up to these meetings, we're making time in our schedules for you. We're taking the time to read the agenda. Is someone, sorry?
Tell them I can't call them. I'm on the Zoom, but let them know we leaving.
Celeste, you're on live.
Okay, I need some time back at the end probably for that. But I need you all to understand when the public shows up to these meetings, we're making time in our schedules for you. We're taking the time to read the agenda posted on the website earlier in the week. We're rearranging our work schedules to attend a meeting that cuts into working hours, and we're doing the research and preparing our comments ahead of time so we can have a thoughtful discussion. When an item is pulled or added last minute and the public can't comment on it with, proper research, it snuffs out all this hard work and preparation that we do, and it kills productive conversation like the AI conversation. So my ask of the county is to approach your work with an understanding for how the public is experiencing a situation rather than just shoving us to the side. Before the agenda is posted, make sure you're going to allow the public to comment on all the items listed. If an item gets added last minute, add it to the next 2 weeks' agenda from now. It's that simple. Allow us to prepare our comments so we can tell you our perspectives. You literally had software engineers in the crowd today to tell you our experiences with AI. We're at the forefront of technology companies working with this technology. I don't even know if the county has an AI policy, and we're entering into an AI contract without having a policy. My company spent well over a year developing the policy, verifying the tools we're using, and then within the last quarter, they were like, go for it. It took them a full year So we can't just jump into these contracts without knowing how we're going to use it, without requiring what reviews we need from our employees on this stuff. But understanding the public experience isn't just related to this issue here of how we engage with y'all. It's a broader systematic issue with how our county government operates. So we'll start with something basic. Flyers distributed by the county with contact information. On these flyers, there's an email listed, HC Exec Office. I shouldn't have county employees telling me that's a bad email to send communications to if it's the one listed on official county materials. Another basic item is a list of all the county's food distribution partners and their distribution times, which we brought up. I was cut in by a commissioner who wasn't on mute, so I'm allowed to continue.
Don't yell at me.
You made this incredibly frustrating. I have been spending months of my time at these meetings, sacrificing time in my life because I care about our neighbors and I care about public safety. And y'all are snuffing out public comment. I'm telling you, please be better. Please.
All right, thank you. Okay,
Finish up.
Thank you.
I just want to make a comment here too. With reference to items being put on an agenda, the administrator's office, sometimes these things happen that there's last minute thing. It's not to do anything disrespectful to the public. And with regards to items being pulled, we are getting the heat for an item that was asked to be pulled by a mayor. So respect is shown to that mayor. So before this board gets criticized,
Refusing to allow the public to engage in dialogue and educate
we
you
have
on why
rules.
we
We
need
have
this.
rules. That's all. Society has to have rules.
Yeah,
We're
but
not
you
fighting.
voted on the resolution to pull the item
We
after
did.
the public had the chance to
It has-
comment on it.
It's procedural. We can't do the
You
agenda.
know what?
We have
She's
to legal.
100% correct.
Well,
There's no rule that says we can only pull an item before the public session. You're 100% correct. And I think in fairness, we should adopt a policy that we don't pull an item that we put on an agenda until after the public portion of the hearing. Because I think that every point made today makes perfect sense. And look, I'm not accusing the board or the administration of this, but it's feasible that you simply, because you see it at planning board meetings where lawyers carry an item until people just give up and stop showing up to object, and then they put the item forward. It's conceivable that someone could pull the item, and then when suddenly there's only two people in the audience, great, put the item through. So I think your point is very well taken. If we put items on an agenda, then we should keep them on, let the public speak, and after the public speaks, we can tell you beforehand, look, it's our intent to pull this item. And then based on that, half of the people may say, well, I'm not going to spend my time speaking because you're already going to pull the item. But at least it affords individuals that opportunity. I agree with you 100%. Mr. Florio, if there is a way to codify that policy by an ordinance, I don't know if anyone else will support me, but I would ask that you get that drafted for the next meeting, because I think that's fair to the public. You're right. You take your time out, you come here, and look, to give you your just due, you do not only do your research, you generally care about helping people. I see it on the committee with immigrant safety. You do your work, you're willing to put time out, and I think we're disrespectful to you and others if we don't afford you that. And that's the way I feel. And I kind of think that's the way everybody on this board feels. So if you could do that, Mr. Flory, I think we should adopt a policy that doesn't allow us to pull an item that we've put on the agenda prior to letting the public speak on it. So I think that's a fair and reasonable policy. Now, as for late items, sometimes it's a bit of a challenge, right? Because there are things that may have no option but to get done. What if we're going to apply for funding, and if we don't apply for it, we lose it because there's a certain date on it. So there, I think we got to think a little bit more and have some more discretion.
The topic in question was on AI, which I don't think an item has come before the board.
I'm not arguing over that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, You kind of made a blanket that no items should be allowed to be put on list.
Fair, but
Okay, next
again,
speaker.
respect goes both ways. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hudson, I think it's Aronoff.
By the way, Ed, when you formulate that, be discussion amongst all the commissioners.
I'll meet with Commissioner O'Day after the meeting and then we'll have a larger conversation about it.
Yeah, but I
Go
mean, you can meet with me. I'm gonna ask you to draft it. You can
Okay.
share it with the entire.
think he's
Well, I
talking
want to
about-
meet with you so I make sure I have your
Oh, I
thoughts.
understand what it- Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead, Matt.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm a Weehawken resident. Wanted to thank you guys for pulling the item for the agenda. Our complaint is definitely not with pulling it, but more so we want to have the time to be able to describe our issues with the AI license readers. And in fact, it was pulled after we went to the Weehawken Township meeting last night, where Mayor Turner articulated that he was against having the AI license readers, and that's why he wanted the county to revisit this because of the concerns we spelled out at that time, which I'm going to repeat now because whatever the county decides to do with this particular request, and I hope that it is pushed forever or denied forever, and that these cameras are never approved. But there are other AI license reader cameras in the county, and I think it's an issue we need to take very seriously. So like Mark and other members of the community groups like Estamos Unidos, Nitty Gritty, Soul have spelled out, there's a lot of evidence from New Jersey and from around the country that these AI license readers are offering a backdoor for federal agencies, including ICE, as well as out-of-state police, hackers, and even individual civilians gaining access to these systems, which are scanning a truly unfathomable amount of our data, which includes the license plates. These specific requests, there wasn't even enough information for us to know it could include facial recognition. And these federal forces and these out-of-state police can access information about people who come to New Jersey to get abortions, gender-affirming care, immigrants, people who are dissidents of the state, as one of the examples that Mark cited from the Jersey City data. And we've seen that play out in counties that have, or townships that have even privately owned AI license readers. So we've been tracking abductions, in North Bergen and Fairview and areas like this that have privately owned flock cameras near Home Depot and things like this. And ICE will literally follow the vehicles that they've scanned and pull people over on literally a daily basis until very recently, taking between 1 and 10 people a day between October and February. So this is a really serious issue that's only going to get worse over time and be weaponized against a larger and larger group of people. So this is something that our communities are extremely concerned about. We're very grateful that Weehawken was receptive, but we are concerned that something like this even made it so far, seemingly without the township knowing or admitting they're
That's a
knowing.
false statement, just so you know. That's a lie.
There's some finger pointing.
We're taking hits. The board is taking hits.
I'm sure.
Right.
Listen, it seems like there's some chisme that I'm not going to get in between the finger pointing of who was requesting the AI license plate readers. Weehawken saying it's the county saying it's Weehawken. I don't really care who was doing it as long as it doesn't happen in the future. I care because I'm interested to know so that I know, who to keep my eye on more than someone else. But at the end of the day, as long as the cameras are not being installed, that's what we, the community, care about, that we're not living in this oppressive panopticon surveillance state where we're just being monitored by fascists on a constant basis. So thank you so much. I hope it doesn't come up again, and I hope we can consider perhaps a countywide ban on these and continue this conversation.
2 comments. One, Mr. Bloomberg wanted to know some information. After the meeting, you can ask on how the way to get that. You asked about where it came from. So, okay, you'd have to ask. I think you'd have to talk to Albarico. And the other comment, just so you know,
Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
Since that's become an issue in your backup.
It says it right in, we requested.
Exactly.
1,000%. That's why
It's in your backup. It came from the police department.
Right.
I know that, but I wasn't going to say it.
Well, there could be some possibility that the police requested something that the council was not informed about, or
And
that's a more disturbing possibility.
And I believe that's what occurred.
Yeah, that would be my guess as well.
I know you're.
So the mayor will discipline appropriately the police officials that were involved in it.
Fingers crossed from your mouth to God's ear.
And we will take appropriate steps that when we get a request like this, that we confirm it with upper management. Okay.
The mayor of the city.
The other comment.
The mayor of the city should have to have a letter attached to it so that something like this never happens.
And also certainly as a resident of Weehawken and any township, we would hope that there'd be opportunities for the public to engage before a decision like that is even made at the township level.
I know someone made an intelligent comment, just so I'm obviously you're very young. I think a lot of the purpose of the cameras, especially in that vicinity near the Lincoln Tunnel, is not to be bastardized for anything with ICE. The main concern is the public safety, for example, of plates that may be considered suspicious with regards to terrorist activity. That's the original premise how this came about.
Sure.
And I just hope that that's understood. We don't want it to get ruined. But the original premise is so important because I was there. I don't know if you were there at 9/11, those first 4 nights.
Yeah.
3 of my detail got cancer, 1 died. So there's a reason that we have to be proactive instead of seriously reactive. But we have to do it within the reason and the parameters that are stated by the Attorney General of the state of New Jersey, to be followed by all law enforcement, which I think the majority do follow that. So there is that. We have to ensure that you don't have that, like you said, that broad spectrum. But with the main focus of those cameras when they first started was to be proactive, to ensure that that tunnel area was not being traversed by anyone that could be considered suspicious.
I think I definitely hear you, and I think the intention, I make no negative assumptions about the intentions of anyone who would request them, right? And there are good reasons that people may have good intentions. However, I think a lot of the surveillance state that we have now, including ICE itself, is a result of post 9/11. The solution to our safety is more surveillance. And what we're trying to share from our research that we've learned is that regardless of, even if the law enforcement is following the Attorney General's directives, even if they're following the law and they're doing everything right and they're not sharing data with ICE except when they're supposed to, right? The technology itself is impossible to implement safely because the contracted companies are an inherent backdoor other law enforcement.
We'll talk after the
So
meeting.
there's no way to install them
discuss
safely.
after the meeting.
And it's a sort of road to hell is paved with good intentions.
The next speaker is Daniel Ponton. Enough.
Also, Courtney, you know that your memo is here that Bill requested for you. Go ahead.
So just so you guys know, the first whereas the Township of Weehawken has initiated a program which will install automatic license plate reader cameras throughout the Township of Weehawken. That's the first whereas clause.
Yeah, thank you.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, commissioners. My name is Daniel. I'm a resident of Weehawken. I greatly appreciate commissioners' time on this and for letting me speak. I also greatly appreciate the skepticism, Commissioner O'Day, on AI and how it's being used. I wanted to underline very much kind of the why we ought to be skeptical about using this technology, especially when it comes to surveillance. I wanted to highlight a quote from a manifesto that came out from a leading AI company that was recently published, calling that AI should be used in an era of state-sponsored surveillance to surveil citizens to protect Western values from dysfunctional and regressive cultures. So this is the type of companies that we are dealing with when we say AI. And I greatly appreciate that y'all's priorities is protecting citizens and the safety of our communities. I do not think that this is a way to do that. I greatly believe, and I think that the commissioners should look into this as well, that ALPR, AI license plate readers, are very much so a backdoor for companies like this to exploit surveillance of citizens, but also for the federal government to use as they will. I know, Commissioner Romano, you were saying that people who are designated as suspicious are being targeted, and that's something that is in the interest of the state. I would very much impress upon you all that a lot of members of our community have been identified as suspicious and are being targeted. Friends of ours are being taken on a daily basis for this very reason. And I think it's very, very important that you all understand that when we talk about domestic terrorists, that a lot of those people happen to be Black and brown people that are in our neighborhoods. And this is something that is very important for you all to understand. So when we have a priority of safety in mind, please, please consider that the companies that are pushing things like AI are being requested by the federal government every single day that they share that information to institute some pretty alarming priorities of their own. And I greatly appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Next.
Our last speaker is Empire Hamikula.
I just asked a question. How many other people were here to speak on 26 that didn't get a chance to speak? How many? One?
One.
All right, so I'm gonna move to let that person, after you're done, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm back. My name is Anupia. I'm software engineer in Weehawken. I was initially here to speak about ALPRs, but the one thing that ties all of this together is I really understand that all of this surveillance started because of like 9/11 and we want to keep safe. I believe that you guys want to keep people safe. I don't trust the people making the AI. And the thing is, you cannot control how they're using the data because it's their thing. You guys wouldn't be able to do this without them. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It's like you can have the best intentions, you cannot control them. That's one thing I wanted to say. Another thing is, I think you mentioned like my friend over there is like a young person. Maybe we weren't alive during 9/11. Sure, but we grew up in technology. So we can smell the bullshit because we grew up with this. So if like I'm a software engineer, I'm more in this, but even if people who are not can smell it, like it's something to take into consideration. Another thing I wanted to say is I think you were mentioning you're going to put doctor's notes into AI. Isn't that a HIPAA violation? I don't know. That's all I had to say.
Thank you.
It's, I can respond if they.
Yeah, there's no doctor's notes.
No, my example was the plaintiff filing against the county a lawsuit sends us their discovery as required in a legal matter. So it's not anybody's HIPAA violations. And to respond to another question, yes, in August, Rihanna and I did create an AI policy for the law department in line with the American Bar Association.
Thank you. Is that it?
The one speaker.
We have one
Is that
speaker.
okay with all the commissioners?
3 minutes limited to the.
Yes.
Yeah,
3 minutes.
It should be limited to the issue that was pulled off the agenda,
Yes.
right?
Is it okay with the commissioners that someone that didn't sign up already speak?
That wants to
One
speak
speak.
on that one item, the item that was pulled.
Okay.
Okay.
Bobby?
No, they all
Stop.
signed
Go ahead.
up. No.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Everyone signed up except this gentleman.
Good evening, commissioners. My name is Musab Ali. I'm a resident of Jersey City. I was here to speak on item 26, in addition with other residents here, to firmly ask you not to have automatic license plate readers here, but also in addition to what they've been saying, I think it's very important that the county puts together an AI policy. And I want to talk about this not just because of all the work product that's happening, but also because of the political pressure that's being put in place by AI companies. So I know some of you might be familiar with APAC and sort of how they've operated a super PAC. What many of you may not know is that the AI lobby has created their own super PAC. So OpenAI and some of these companies have built a $150 million super PAC that is pushing legislators in Washington to basically deregulate AI, allow as much to happen through ChatGPT, through OpenAI as possible. Greg Brockman, the chairman of ChatGPT, has donated over $25 million directly to Donald Trump. And so when you are thinking about AI policy and how it's being regulated at the federal level, there is a massive incentive for the people who sit in Washington to do absolutely nothing when it comes to AI. There's a massive boogeyman that is saying, if you regulate AI, if you even talk about your policy saying something about AI, we will spend millions of dollars to defeat you. That's already happening in New York's 12th district. For those of you that are following that race in Congress, I don't know if it's a 12th, I think it's a 12th district, yeah. So Alex Borez is somebody who is a legislator in New York State, and he's talked about AI regulations. The AI lobby has spent over $5 million against him. And that is not just going to stay at the federal level. That is going to trickle down, as we know that it does, to the county level and to the city level. And so I think it's very important that everyone here set out a policy in place now, getting ahead of the political pressures, and also get ahead of all these different AI data centers that are also trying to be built on county land. So we know in Bayonne, there's been a big fight about AI data centers. Those AI data centers are going to turn around and come to the county, and they're going to offer a lot of money. And look, I know this is Hudson County. Sometimes it's a pay-to-play system, right? People donate money and they get certain contracts, right? I want to make sure we get out ahead of that to make sure our residents are not harmed, because the money is coming. You look at the sort of valuations of these AI companies, they are worth billions of dollars. The only way they're going to be profitable is they're going to have to spend that money in our district. So my request for all of you is, before that happens, please, let's make some sensible AI safety policies. Let's make sure we're aware about what's happening with AI in our neighborhoods. And let's make sure we are not harming the residents of this district.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to close?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And as a high school student, we read a book, Mr. Romano, called 1984.
Yes. George Orwell.
Brother is here.
George Orwell.
George Orwell, big brother is here now.
Mark,